Hello, this is Scholar Strive doing some math today. In Algebra 1, we're looking at special products of polynomials. So let's look at these formulas here. So if we have a plus b to the quantity squared, kind of like example 1 here, then it's going to equal this formula here, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So where does this come from? Well, a plus b quantity squared is the same thing as a plus b times the quantity a plus b. That's all that's going on here. And then we use FOIL. And then same thing here with a minus b. This is just a minus b times quantity a minus b. If you FOIL these, you'll get your formula. Now what if we have a situation like this, a plus b times quantity a minus b? That comes out to be a squared minus b squared. How does that come about? So let's go ahead and FOIL. So first numbers is a times a, which is a squared. So we have that first one there. And then outside numbers, a times negative b. So we have minus a times b. And then inside, plus ba or ab, it doesn't matter. And then the last numbers, minus b squared. So negative ab plus a positive ab cancels out, and we're left with a squared minus b squared. So that's where that's where these formulas come from, is just foiling. So if you ever forget the formula, just FOIL, like normal. So for example, I forgot the formula, 4x plus 3 times the quantity 4x plus 3. I forgot the formula, so I'm going to just use FOIL. So first numbers, 16x squared. Outside numbers, 12x. Inside numbers, 12x. And outside or last numbers, 9. So this would be 16x squared plus 24x plus 9. So this is through FOIL. And then formula. So we know a is 4x and b is 3. So a squared is 16x squared. Well, let's write out the formula. A squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So a squared would be 16x squared. 2 times a times b. So 2 times a, which is 4x, which is 8x, times b, which is 24x. And b squared is 3 squared, which is 9. So you'll get the same answer. So if you don't remember the formula, just FOIL. But let's use the formula again. A equals 3x, b equals 5y. We have the formula a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So we have 3x squared minus 2 times 3x times b plus b squared. So this will be 9x squared minus 2 times 3 is 6 times 5 is 30. So this is minus 30xy plus 25y squared. Alright, part A. X plus 9 times the quantity x plus 9. First, outside, inside, last. Put our like terms together and we're done. Part B. A is 2x, B is -7. My formula goes like this: a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So this would be 2x squared plus 2 times 2x times -7 plus -7 squared. So this would be 4x squared plus 2 times 2 is 4 times -7 is -28x plus 49. And then we'll be done. Okay, so we have FOIL, formula, and then lastly we're going to do the box method. So remember, this is 5r plus s, 5r plus s, and let's make a box. 5r s, 5r s. 5r times 5r is 25r squared. 5r times s is 5r s. So this is going to be 5rs. And s times s is s squared. Put it all together, we'll get 25r squared plus 10rs plus s squared. So that's the only, there's the three methods that we've learned about. Let's do some more. Okay, n plus 3 times n minus 3. So if you remember the formula, our formula is, if we have a plus b, a minus b, that's equal to a squared minus b squared. But let's go ahead and FOIL it to make sure. N squared, outside numbers is minus 3n, inside numbers plus 3n, last numbers is minus 3 squared. So this is going to be n squared minus 9. If we follow the formula, a equals n, b equals 3. So a squared minus b squared is n squared minus 3 squared, which is 9. So I'm going to use the formula here. A equals 4x, b equals y. The formula says a squared minus b squared. So 4x squared minus y squared, which is 16x squared minus y squared. Okay, if I wanted to do the box method, I could. 4x, 3, 4x minus 3. So this would be 16x squared. This would be 12x. This would be negative 12x. And this would be negative 9. So we get 16x squared minus 9. And as you remember the formula, whenever you run into this situation, you can just do a squared minus b squared. So a squared minus b squared, which will give us x squared minus 25y squared. Example 3. Use special products to find the product of 17 times 23. So normally, whenever you have this situation, just go ahead and use your calculator, or, if you really want to do it freehand, this is simple. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. And then you add the 0. 2 times 7 is 14. 1, 2 times 2 is 2. Plus 1 is 3. And we'll get 391. So, but how do we do it using special products? So it's kind of hard to tell, but these would be the same as 17 would be the same as 20 minus 3, and 23 would be the same as 20 plus 3. It's hard to notice, but this is just one way of trying to figure out 17 times 23 without writing it all out. This could be a quicker way to do it in your head. 17 is the same thing as 20 minus 3. 23 is the same thing as 20 plus 3. So we're using the formula here. A plus b, a minus b, that's the same thing as a squared minus b squared. In which case a is 20 and b is 3. So 20 squared is 400 minus 9, or minus 3 squared, which is 9. And that'll give you 391. So in your head, it might be easier to do 20 squared minus 9 than it is to work out all of this. So it's a little trick when solving certain multiplication problems. So checkpoint 3. Describe how you can use special products to find 39 squared. So 39 times 39, we can change 39 into 40 minus 1 squared. And then we have a formula, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Or minus 2ab, right? Because that's a minus sign. So 40 squared is 1600 minus 2 times a, which is 40, times b, which is negative 1, plus b squared is plus 1. So 1600 minus 80, that becomes positive because double negative, plus 1. So this is 681. That might have been easier. Oh, I messed up, I think. 1 second. I did mess up. B is not negative 1, but positive 1 in this case. Because the formula goes like this. It is a minus b. So the minus sign's already there. So it's actually a positive 1. So this would be 1600 minus 80, which would be 1520, plus 1, which is 1521. There we go. So that's why I just like to FOIL things, or use my calculator. because sometimes you'll forget what the formula is and you'll mess up. So when in doubt, FOIL first, outside, inside, last. Or if you have your numbers and a calculator, which most of you do, use your calculator. Have a good day.